So a bride and her mother and father came into my salon, and they had been in before and already bought a dress, but they needed another dress because the bride was now with child and her wedding was a few months away. So they came in, and this time I noticed that the father wasn't as engaged in helping her choose her dress. And I recognized it because he was so engaged the first time, and it was kind of unusual and kind of neat. So this time I get into the dressing room with the bride, and I asked her if her father knows that she's with child, and she said, yeah. And I said, have you talked to him about it? She said, no. And I said, oh, may I talk to him? She said, please. So went out, and he's sitting on the couch, and I sat next to him, and I patted his leg, and I said, Mr. Berg, it's a beautiful gift, just bad timing. I can't imagine any father who would want their daughter to be pregnant on her wedding day. But how you handle this can set the whole tone for your daughter and help or hurt it. And he goes, oh, how can I help? I said, do you want to know? I said, you can stay like you are, stay quiet and withdrawn. And people may whisper at the wedding, look at her father, just like I did. I went in the dressing room and I said, does your father know? Or you can engage your daughter. You can boldly walk her down the aisle. And at the reception, when they announce bride and groom coming in, you can be the one announcing her. You could say, introducing my new son, my daughter, and my grandson. And I just saw him go, he stood up, walked over to her. By this time, she's come in and she's on the pedestal, and she was standing in the mirror watching us through the mirror. He stands between her and the mirror, and they're eye level because she's on a pedestal. He puts his hands on her hips, and he said, I remember the day I brought you home from the hospital. It was the best day of my life. And she wrapped her arms around his neck, and they both wept. And then he said, come on, let's get you a dress. And he got uber duper engaged in helping her find the next dress. And Zig Ziglar says, change your attitude and you change your life. I say, change your attitude because it affects other people's lives. Thank you.